Good evening to all YouTubers. How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster Revan here, signing in. And you're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media, courtesy brought to you by the Worldwide Resistance Network, also known as TWWRN. It's 11:18 p.m., February 3rd, 2018. This is good old Grandmaster Revan here. I just got back a couple hours ago. I went to a nice Japanese restaurant, not too bad, and had a good time with a wonderful woman, nice gal, funny, and really amazing. The video tonight is about the differences between the iOS, Android, and Windows app stores, as you will. Now, we all like a certain app. Okay, this isn't about the apps for the social media. This is apps for different. So like for example, say you have an iOS or a Windows phone, okay, and you want to download an app that you see one of your friends or someone in your family have on their phone. Okay, what are the two major OS operating systems? Android and iOS. Google and Apple. Now, Windows, they're kind of picky. Okay, very picky. Apple's kind of picky because they only allow certain apps on their phones, on the App Store. Android, they will take any app. Okay. My phone is run off of the Snapdragon. Okay, this is my phone. It's a HTC U11 Life smartphone run by Android. It's a very good phone. I like it. I got it 2 days ago. Run off of a Qualcomm processor. But I'm here to talk about the app situation. Now, there are some apps that some are allowed, some have been rejected, some were allowed, but over some mishaps, it's permanently banned. It is removed from the App Store, never to return unless you have an Android or an iOS. But sometimes Apple would, they kind of picky. They go through a process into looking into this app, doing their own little investigation on this app, and then they'll give either the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Okay, now a majority of people in this country have iOS and Android. Okay, Windows is kind of slimming down because Microsoft is kind of cutting back because there's not a lot of Windows users. Not a lot. The Windows Phone craze is kind of dying down, but there are people that still use the Windows Phone. Whether they're using it from a HTC, a Nokia, or even the recent Alcatel, which has Apple, Windows 10 on our devices. But on this one, this is an HTC, and it is a very slim phone, very slim to a point. But the apps I downloaded are pretty good. There are many wow, amazing catalog of apps. Android, you can download any app on here, okay, from the Google Play Store. Now, Apple, they're kind of slimming down on their apps. Their apps are some are not too bad if you want to use for work or whatever, but I'm saying the kind of apps you have. Say you got this mind that you want to be this high tech guru who could hack, who wants to find some app on the phone that could really give them an edge in a more of a hacking sense. Because Android has a lot to offer in these apps. Apple, a little bit. Windows, not very much. Now, besides the whole hacking thing, which I think is pretty badass, it's pretty good skill, but when you have when you're looking for the particular app, say you have a Windows phone, a phone that's run off Windows 10, and you want to download, say, Minds. Can't, because you can download it on iOS and Android. Windows, when it comes to social media apps, they only allow certain ones: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, um, and certain ones that they only allow some a little bit. But Apple, you can download Windows. I meant Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitter. But when it comes to one called Gab, Gab is not allowed on the iOS or Windows App Store. But here on the Android, you could download Gab. Gab is another version of, it's a social media. Gab. And it was banned off the iOS App Store. When is that? The iTunes App Store. Why? We don't know. We don't know. Okay. But they'll allow Minds, which is a anonymous based social media. It's used by journalists, activists, whoever wants the freedom to do whatever. You can do it on Minds in Gab, but Facebook, Twitter, Instagram have that certain rules that you have to really. But Minds and Gab, they are two of the best that would give Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook a run for the money. Twitter, I don't know, but YouTube is a good platform because they kind of put VidMe out of business. VidMe's, I mean, I had a VidMe account here a while back. It's gone. Sorry, because the heads of YouTube are trying to censor conservatives. I mean, everything now has gone political. The awards ceremonies, if you're in the country, if you're in music or television or movies or whatever, and in sports. I remember watching baseball, football, basketball, hockey, NASCAR every season. And it seems that everything has gone political now these days. I remember as a kid growing up watching sports every year. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, NASCAR. NASCAR is not so much political, but football and basketball are. Because ever since President Trump went in office, holy shit. Now, getting down to these app stores here, Android, iOS, Windows. I was a BlackBerry guy. for a very long time. A BlackBerry guy. In fact, I still have my BlackBerry Curve 9300. This is a decommissioned phone. If I wanted to, I could use this. Oh yeah, I could use this. But I choose not to because it doesn't it does not keep up with phones of today. Okay, it's a decommissioned BlackBerry Curve 9300. I had a BlackBerry Z10, which was pretty good, close to a Android almost, a phone almost. But it's a good phone. This is a good phone. If you want to go old school, but the OS system in this phone without updating. So I'm using a Android that came out last year. So it's a HTC U11 Life. I wanted something that was under $350. Mainly about 300, maybe a little under 330, 335, about 330, about way under that. So it's a $300 phone I got for. I put $59 down. I'll be paying $12 a month. Look, I got all different apps, as you can see, different apps. Okay. So look at this. I got all different apps. There's kind of a good selection there. One of the app I got mostly apps that deals with security and wanting to just basically surf the web anonymously. That's what I want. I wanted a phone that I could download a certain browser, secure browser, and I could surf the web anonymously. Oh yeah, anonymously. And I got it. I got to see here. I got a couple here. I got Mozilla. What's it here? DuckDuckGo, which is this here. See, this is DuckDuckGo. Got the the search engine, which does not track you, does not have your stuff in a data bank. DuckDuckGo. And I also have here, which is Microsoft's least favorite app, search engine. Let's see here. This is, let's see here. This is so I have here. I got let's see here. History, clear history, clear history. This is Mozilla Firefox, which is a cool search engine. Also a browser too. And I also have here, let's see, what else do I got here? Let's see, I also have this is Orbit VPN. It's also a search browser too. It's also a search browser, a web browser. And you also have, go on here and you could do come here and search the web anonymously. But the thing is, Windows will not allow this on their phones, on their system stuff. I remember I had a desktop computer. I used Dell. I used Dell, and had Windows Vista. No, Windows XP, which is an old operating system, Windows. And I went to call them. I said, I have a problem. I have a problem with my computer, and I need some help. What can you help? What can you do? Or whatnot, or something of that matter. What operating system do you have? I said, I have Mozilla Firefox. Oh, no, you gotta use our shit. You gotta use our shit. You got to delete that right away. You gotta use our internet shit. Mozilla Firefox, it's bad. So I use it anyway. It seems back then, Microsoft Windows were not very happy anybody using Mozilla Firefox. Holy shit. See, the Internet Explorer was not secure. Oh, but if you use a mouse, holy shit. My God, how dare you use Mozilla Firefox on your thing. Bitch, I want a secure search. I want to surf the web securely, anonymously, where none of you motherfuckers would tell me, how dare you use Mozilla? So what? People use Mozilla all the fucking time. People use Google Chrome. Now, if you use Google Chrome back in the day, oh my God. Holy shit. Microsoft will have a fucking fit. Holy shit. But what's funny is that now, holy shit, Microsoft is using their software on phones, whether it's a Nokia, HTC, Akato, and holy shit. So on my phone, I got different apps. Everything differently. Everything totally awesome. But if you had a certain phone set like a Windows phone, you're limited on what you could choose. You're very limited because you can only search for certain apps that can come close to what you're looking for, and it's not allowed on system on. Your smartphone is like your computer. Okay, there's certain things that you can download, and there's certain things you can't download. Back then, well, now you could customize your computer. See, right now I'm using a Acer laptop. Okay, Acer with Windows 10 downloaded, and so now you can download anything from the Windows App Store. Okay, Microsoft App Store here, but there's only so much you can get on here. Same as the Windows Phone, same thing. But with the iOS and the Android here, see, on the Windows Phone or the iOS, you could not download wiretap detection, cell spy catcher, draw removal. Yeah, wiretap removal. Or let's see here. Let's see. Or anti-spyware. It's this here. It's this here. Incognito. Detect the undetectable. Free lifetime support and update. See? That's incognito. It's a scanner. Anti-spyware. See, thing is, Apple will not allow this. Neither would Microsoft on their phones. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. With Android, you could download this shit. Okay? You could download this. Okay? You can download this. If you want security, if you want to scan for any, it says here at the bottom, please do not remove incognito from your device. If you remove incognito from your device, you will not have its protection and free updates. Oh yeah. Now, okay. Then I downloaded. Let's see here. Droid secret codes. Hide my IP. Secret code hacks. Steamwatch. Stop calling me. Wiretap removal. Wiretap detection. Hacking for beginners. Low orbit ion cannon. Look at this here. This is Steamwatch. Steamwatch, okay? This app, okay? Now, for the longest time, you could download Snoop Snitch. Okay? Snoop Snitch. Okay? On your Android device. But it seems that certain, like, Snoop Snitch is supposed to be a pretty good app. Okay? But here, this is Steamwatch. This is a that could detect any stingray. I mean, you could be driving, you could be walking down the street, Steamwatch. Now this here, Steamwatch, is a really good app. If you have an Android, if your phone is an Android software, okay, whether it's an LG or HTC, download Steamwatch. I highly recommend it, and it'll pick up any stingray, any stingray. That's one of the apps that Windows, Microsoft, and Apple do not allow. If you do, you're only given a certain selection of apps on your device. Okay. If you come close to, say, a cell spy catcher on Apple, you're given a choice of cell signal detection or cell tower. I mean, something like it has to do with looking for a cell tower or whatever. But the apps that I'm talking about, you have here, you have wiretap detection. Okay, not allowed on iOS. Wiretap removal, not allowed on iOS. Cell spy catcher, not allowed on the iOS system. Kali Linux, not allowed on iOS. Okay. Steamwatch, not allowed on the iOS or Windows. Secret code hacks, not allowed on iOS or Windows. Okay, hide my IP, allowed on iOS but not with Microsoft. Fake hotspot detector not allowed on the iOS or Windows phones. Okay, cell spy catcher not allowed. Anti-spyware not allowed on any iOS or Windows phones. Geek app not allowed on iOS or Windows. Okay, let's see here. Stop Call Me not allowed on iOS or Windows. Wiretap removal not allowed on iOS. Breacher not allowed on iOS or Windows. Low orbital ion cannon not allowed on iOS. Okay. StickOS launcher not allowed on iOS or Windows. Okay. Cortana allowed on iOS, Windows, and Android. Now there are some apps that I mentioned here. It's also one here that they are not allowed on iOS or Windows because both companies are very picky on what comes on their app stores. Now, Hide My IP is it is allowed to be downloaded from the Apple App Store, but not allowed on the Windows phones. Android has a good selection of apps. Okay, if you're a hacker, you download any app if you want to, like, just something really cool, very over the edge, like on the edge kind of shit, you know. But if you have, like I said, a iOS or Windows, there's certain apps you could get. If you type up, say, what I read off on your Apple iPhone or your Windows phone, whether it's an HTC, Nokia, or Alcatel, no go, no go, no go at all. No way, Jose, big time pig. I'm a big fan of hackers. I'm a big fan of trolls. The ones that are the white and gray trolls. The white and gray hackers. Now Android is a pretty good software operating system that if you download a certain app or a certain hacking app, you can get a lot done. A laptop computer or Wi-Fi or whatever, or another phone. But through Apple and Windows, iOS, Windows, absolutely limited to what you can do. Okay, or what you can do, because Apple made sure that you were limited of choices of apps, same as Windows. But Android, you have unlimited category of choices for your device. I have a tablet that's run off of Android. Okay, Android. It's an Alcatel A30 run off of Nougat. My phone here is Snapdragon. But there are apps on my phone that I cannot download onto my iPhone or my Alcatel One Touch 36L, because you're limited of choices on those devices. You are very limited because they only give you a choice of what Apple and Microsoft can give you, okay, of what they want to give you of an app choice for your device. Same with Gap. Okay, Gap is not just an app; it's also social media. It's banned off Windows. It's banned off from iOS App Store. Now it's kind of funny that you got to think here: what phone with a pretty good operating system that could give me a unlimited choice and a big chance, unlimited chances of having the coolest device ever, and is Android. Android, big time. iOS, you're somewhat limited. Windows, you are limited to a core, to a degree. That's why I went with Android, because Apple, they're using no tactic that spanned 80 years. 80 years. To make you buy another device of theirs, they slow your shit down. Whether you have an iPhone 4S or a iPhone 6S, whatever. You're looking at, you want to keep the fun you got, but it's somehow Apple is slowing it down, so you would spend an arm and a leg for another goddamn phone. This is just insane, absolutely insane, because you are given a limited choice of apps on your iOS and Windows devices. When Android gives you a unlimited category of choices. And I've learned with my tablet, it's running off of Android. It gives me an unlimited category of choices of what I want. As long as I don't use up all my gigabytes, okay? My phone here is 32 gigabyte, okay? 32 gigabyte. And I am lucky, very lucky to have that phone. Because with my iPhone, I'm partially limited on the choices that I want to have. I want to have at least something that Android has on my iPhone, which I can't do. Now, with a Windows phone, I'm limited to a degree. So it's pretty good, you know. And what is your thoughts? Tell me. Comment below, and don't forget to hit the bell for notification. Now, if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment below, and tell me your thoughts on. Oh, okay. This is good old Grandmaster Revan. This is good old Grandmaster Revan signing off. You just watched the Anonymous Liberty Media, brought to you by the Worldwide Resistance Network. Also, don't forget to go to the Facebook page, Twitter, and also don't forget to go to the official Twitter and Facebook page of the Worldwide Resistance Network. Remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, well, fuck yourself. Peace out. Revan out. And if you're the resistance, you watch this, you are the resistance.